in particular, or you just want to see how it goes with your new style?
Still experimenting, but
it's good that you testing different things and different looks.
Yeah.
You're a lot more open and made me want to engage with you a lot more than how you've been moving lately.
Yeah, I'm trying to build more flow in it.
Yeah, I feel like you ticked off the defense, and like you said, you always had tight for defense, even when you're moving forward. It was pulling people's flinches, but if people didn't flinch out, then there was no time, and they started increasing power and speed, which is not what you wanted.
Yeah.
Now you're flashing windows and you're selecting them. You kind of know what we're aiming at, even if you don't know the strike. Again, you keep moving, so you look safe, but now we're throwing at you all the time. You have heaps more opportunities that we both need to get closer to.
Yeah, and then hopefully extend it out.
Yeah, and we both need to set the pattern and change it, a bit more broken rhythm in the timing. So whoever does more broken rhythm usually gets it. Right. Yeah, doesn't matter what the range is. Like I said, probably just 10 minutes. And lots of pivots and roof blocks.
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
Remember the other day when you were saying you're circling, it starts to be on the same line, but as you circle, you like keep changing.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure.
It makes it really broken. It's a slower circle, but it gets you off the line constantly.
Yeah. And this side, I was also trying to reshape.
Yeah.
And get ready for.
That's good.
Even
and you're doing your circle like exactly. The side that has the weaker roof block is more of a spine deflection side.
Yeah. So I'm thinking roof block. Yeah.
No, that's exactly it. And you're going back
roof
to it, which is nice.
Spines.
Exactly.
And then I can play with it.
No, that's good. Brought it up. I gotta touch your temple.
Yeah, but I should have.
You brought it up, but there was a gap between. If you touched your temple, your hand would have gone back. Because as you pulled it, yeah.
I felt like I should have slopped that.
Yeah,
because I was thinking, I was midway coming up.
That's what I was saying before about the other slide, and you stepped into it a bit actually.
Yeah, so I needed to do that.
You hit my thumb doing that.
Yeah. But I seem to be halfway.
Rummy's one, he takes that the right line that he's throwing. So if you step horizontally out with the right line, you know when you do that hop for the horizontal.
Right.
So if you go that way and still do a salok. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that way you're umbragadoing it, but you also got my thumb. That's the safest option. If you wanted to enter and go for a follow-up thing, like maybe the salok to like a vertical, I'd do a bit more in. Yeah, you can either attack step into the attack, or you can step away from it, but it sets up different things. Yeah. All right. You tried to parry it over.
Yeah.
And I was like behind your tip. Once again, if you do the roof block, it'll go over more.
I was going this way though.
Yeah, do a little less of the spines, a little bit more of the roof block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still do the spines.
Yeah.
But I'd say more than 50% of it's roof block. And then divide the other 50% between umbragada, spines, and the rolling blocks.
So that's better for star. I find with the star.
Once again, the pivots.
Before I was just doing the one line around.
Yeah, as I said, mate, you're circling.
Yeah.
You go in and out with the pivots, way better.
There's twice
I could read you. I could read you on the circle.
Yeah.
I can't read you on the star. It's always feet. Sometimes head. This shot I got you on before, but the movement's gotten better. Oh, no. Just.
I saw your
you
whole
extended
face.
first.
Your whole
I know.
face.
As I say, I'm trying to step so you can go for it.
Yeah.
And then as you go for it, now I have to get something.
Literally your whole face.
I'm pulling it with my feet and my body, so I've left the hole for you to see.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. But I can't flinch or react or load. If I did that same thing loaded, you wouldn't go for it. You
Yeah.
fly out. So I got to look a bit more relaxed to sell it. Yeah, no, it's good. You're moving well. The pivots are helping a lot. Yeah. And you definitely make sure you bring your hands a bit higher, maybe.
Yeah,
You're doing a little bit from the ridge.
Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure you're touching it up. Touching it up. Yeah, that's better. If every time you touch some part of the metal on your mask, whether it's that or that,
Right.
it's okay if you go to here, if you touch there afterwards.
Yeah.
You're doing a few like this.
Yeah, this is going okay.
Yeah. Just because you said you wanted to be a bit tighter and higher.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But without causing you to freak out.
But then you can relax it again.
Yeah.
You can have it here, pointing away, stepping out makes it look really open. And when I do that, I am thinking like Benny Hill here. If you go for something, I've got that little one. I could maybe go for something, or I could step in and roll around. I could go spine. Off the Benny Hill, you got a lot of options. And it's a strong block.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the way too.
I was like, I'm gonna stay in, or I was like, you're going one in,
Yeah.
one back, and I was like, I have to do a defense and stay here.
Yes.
Yeah. Still
I
defense.
tried that when you struck me, but
Yeah.
nothing happened. There's no opening. I waited the first time.
Yeah,
But it
I
was-
saw that. That actually made me want to re-enter as well. Because I saw after I did it, I was like, oh, he stayed there. Next time I'm going to stay in too.
Yeah.
As I was saying about the mirror thing before, I'll see you do something good and it reminds me and go, oh, I should be doing that.
Yeah.
But I can be set up. Ray does that a lot where he'll do something good. We copy him back. He's already thought the counter before we even copied him. Yeah. Probably only a few minutes left. Just switch out. Right, but no.
This
Oop, almost got my hands. That could have got me on that stab, I reckon.
Sorry?
That stab, my balance was too far forward. I was too upright when you did this. It made me flinch, and I was like, I was like, that was one of the first steps I've done physically where I went, I fucked up the timing and the weight shifting.
Yeah.
Right, but it's good you were there playing for them again.
I'm very exiting. I don't know whether I can.
See if you can just come in for a couple more, a little closer.
Yeah.
We can slow it down a bit if you like.
Oh, it was okay. It was just with that opportunity.
I mean, even if you didn't exit, even if you didn't
just stayed on
even
it.
if you didn't do anything off the stab, if you just stayed in that range,
Yeah.
you would have maybe seen the flinch and then used it.
Yeah, true.
So I reckon just see if you can get to like this range, and then we go here.
Yeah, just
Can we step around? And like once again, like it does start to feel like you're on that circle again. So I might only do a couple, but then I might step in. I think it's just when we're on the circle, we only think about the exit, and then we got to go in a bit. Like you're in the middle of the points.
Yeah, I'm thinking get out,
The
get
circle
out.
cuts through the center of all the points of the triangle. It's not on the inside point or the outside, it's cutting through all the straight line. Because also, it means we can start to dive for like entries and other stuff. Because at that point, just try to get closer and closer. If you're finding that you can't get your defense back, you might be extending too far. You might need shorter strikes and stuff.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. Do you want to do another 5 actually?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's up to you.
Yeah.
We can just do like 7 on the other 2.
Well, this is a one-on experiment. This is the
Yeah.
hardest to.
And once again, the larger blade shows the mistakes more.
Yeah, true.
So like, I feel like the knife, it's hard to pick up the stuff like in a short period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already there, stayed on with that extra note. If I didn't do the roof block quick enough, you would have got me off. Same with that one, because you stepped forward on the stub.
Yeah.
I should have stepped on that one. I did like a little one, I was like, if I did a full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Went too low with that.
went to turn upwards.
Ah, yeah. That's it. I think I saw you turn the blade over.
Yeah.
Instead of just whipping it back.
So
I think you turned the blade before you retracted that.
I was trying to use another angle,
Ah, yeah.
but I was obviously in
I
range.
think you're in the middle too much.
Yeah.
Whenever I do that one, I always just step out.
Right.
I think you've done it.
Yeah, I was trying to do that.
For the headshot.
Yeah.
Come up with 50, so.
I was way down.
I think you must get off the line with the feet. I take the front left line, then do the gorilla to it.
Yeah.
So like I'll step and I'll maybe have to do a roof block or a rolling block there. But if you don't, I'll have to wind up when I put the other leg on the gorilla.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So do a practice one of that. Because
Yeah,
that's a good
just down and up.
one. Yeah.
See,
I
that's
did that before even that, like just stay there
yeah.
and just without any attack, just step out and do like a rolling block.
Yeah.
You got that there. Now when you think of that, then back and come around.
Oh, so just a very
So
small
like,
one.
I just step here. And then if they haven't already done the attack, then I can do that on the step.
Okay.
Because like usually when I go here, you go for something, the pivot is the block.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you don't attack on the same beat, I can use the pivot for offense instead.
Right. So you've just got it higher and
Yeah,
smaller.
and I mean the footwork's never changed. It's the same for both my offense and my defense. It depends on your timing. Yeah. Which is also why you gotta be present. You can't just go, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm doing 1, 2, and whilst I'm in a certain range where I can do something, I kind of look for a step. I'm not stopping, but I have 2 options with A and B. I just have to see which one to trigger.
Yeah, no, I was forcing it all.
Yeah. Once again,
Yeah.
you do it with your arms a bit more. Still got to get closer with the feet. You're on the edge of the circle, but you're reaching.
I feel like I'm
And when
doing
you
it all
do,
arms
when
now.
you reach, because I'm still bent, I
Yeah.
can just redirect and get you.
Right.
So like, you have to get close enough that when you do something, your arms will be bent.
Okay.
So like, you want to be able to go
Yeah, solid.
like here, and it's bent enough. So if I need to, it's fast reactions.
Yeah.
If you go out here, you won't be able to move.
Yeah, no,
I
everything's
can redirect you.
getting around it. Okay.
Go good. You're going too low with the hands.
Okay.
You're doing their ribs up. And you need to go
behind.
straight to the temple.
But I'm trying not to. That's what I used to do, and that's too fast.
Yeah, but it's you don't have to just do one.
Yeah.
You could mix both.
Yeah.
So like if you're baiting, I do something like that to here, and then you got that. But off that next one, I go straight to my temple. Right. At the beginning of the counter, when you're trying to pull a little bit more, I get, or even in the like 4 or 5 deeper, as a bait or a broken rhythm, and they go, why did you do that? Yeah. But at the beginning, I'll be doing more like here, they've stepped, and then as that comes up, goes here, that. But you may try to like carry that and come in. Yeah. So off this attack, I need to go straight back into my rib. If I drop to my ribs, that will come in, and that's where I'm catching it. Yeah, it's not the initial ones, because even though you're baiting, you're getting the roof block fine. It's the follow-up one because you've got a half beat extra on that loop. Yeah. So like you can do your bait. So you do bait and then go roof block, but then when you attack off that, go straight back to your temple. Yeah. So if you go here and then do an attack at me, and then as I come back, exactly, yeah. See, because like that's it. Off your attack, I'm trying to do this. Yeah. And then as you retract it, I'm getting this. But once again, if you do roof block, it doesn't work. It parries it over. So like anytime I've got these little spines on you, and I'm just getting the tip in behind your weapon, it's because you're not doing the roof block. Yeah. Nice. See, but I didn't get you then, and you actually got my arm. Right. So I've now missed, but you've cut me there. Yeah. Where before, I would have carried that and just killed you. Yeah, it's loose. So I'm like, it's just, you've got a little bit more control already. It's only like a half beat or like micro incremental beats, so. Combination of more of that roof block and still a little closer with the feet. More roof blocks. Yeah, you're still doing roof block, but then you're almost going block almost. Sorry. No, you're right. Do another minute or two, but just really focus on roof blocks. See how, like, don't even think about the offense, just see if you can get in and out of ranges, and then just see if you can do way more roof blocks in all the ranges. Okay. Whether it's like back out here, and it's like you're almost doing it as an obrigado.
I'm trying to do something the other way as well, not the good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
But even off, if I do like a bait and I've done roof block back, and then maybe I did another roof block, you might try to go under, and then I'm gonna have to spine to come through. So like after a couple of roof blocks, you still have to chuck in an obrigado or a spine, because you can't repeat the block too many times. Yeah. But I'd still say it's mostly roof blocks with a few of the others. Yeah. Even when I do Largo roof block, I'm actually trying to obrigado. It's just to protect my hand more. You do an attack and I do this, and this usually misses, and that's really an obrigado, just as a roof block as a backup. And it's still a road. See here, you do 3 roof blocks almost, and then a spine. Spine, obrigado, roof block, rolling block, roof block, rolling block, roof block, roof block, spine, roof block. The spine you're doing on that side is good. Yeah, nice. But still, 2 more roof blocks. Yeah, nice. See, you would have got me there if I didn't bring my hands up. Yeah. I'm slipping. But the roof block saved you. Yes. Yeah, you got my arm as well. Ah, nice. For a second, it looked like you were planted, and your head looked like you were just down here with your
Yeah, I
hand
was
on
down.
this massive thing. I've just immediately, without thinking of any footwork, just gone, just hit him.
Oh.
And then you just rolled off the line, and I've just punched that.
Yeah.
They just seemed like, so I felt like I had more than a beat to just decapitate you. And I was like, oh, I just behead him there. Look like you just chucked your head out. And I was like, oh, perfect, no sword, he's planted. And then, without even thinking, you just gone, roll. I'm like, it felt like completely no danger to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, he fucked up multiple things, made me relax, and I made mistakes. That was nice.
Okay.
But once again, you're even down there, you've gone down like this.
Yeah.
And then I think you've gone roof block and rolled over. It was like a combination of both the roof block and the rolling block.
Yeah.
That nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep trying.
I'll say keep playing around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might just do one of the other weapons.
Right.